Hey everybody. I Today's Monday, MLK Day that we're celebrating today, and wanted to talk about this thing that I did today. I did a thing. So what is that thing? We've all heard about, like what's happening with the great resignation. Then also a lot of us are dealing with COVID-19, what's happening with COVID, and every day, there are people that are either testing positive, their family members are positive, their kids um, have tested positive, or the daycares have shut down. And the one thing that I thought about, that continued to go over and over in my mind, was how do you do right by your employees and not hurt the business? And I think sometimes um, you have to focus on just doing the right thing, and if you do the right thing, everything else will just kind of come in place. So that happened, with us. We have altogether like around 20 people that do work for our company all over the world, all over the country and the world. And what I do know is right now, nothing with COVID is going to go away. I think we're going to have to always make the best decisions possible. We're going to always have to adapt. um, there's so many different things that are happening right now, and and some industries, they've uh completely, changed, or they're completely short staffed, they don't have employees, so on and so forth. But the COVID was a really big factor, but then also, like I said earlier in the beginning about the great resignation, and it all started because we had a team member, who's been with us for a long time, is really was a catalyst behind, it kind of sparked my thinking again. Um, we had a longtime team member, and one of the benefits that they said about them leaving, well, they put in their resignation and they're leaving. Great person, just I mean, if there were a picture of a perfect team member employee that you could put inside of a book or a dictionary, this person would be it. And and they've been with you, when someone's been with you for close to 8 years, they know where all your bodies are buried. And this particular team member was just very instrumental in our growth, and hopefully they've grown with us personally and professionally. But what I want to talk about was kind of like, they resigned last week, and it made me um, just do some thinking. So I did some thinking, and it's been on my mind, for probably 3 4 months. But then really, when he turned in his resignation, it was really the spark to make me say, what is happening in the workforce. um One of the things that he's going to do is he's going on to do exactly what he loves. And he helped to get us where we are now, and we're appreciative of that. But one of the things that he said was, um that he's gonna be able to work from home, and he's going to also be able to help his wife, his kids, and possibly see his kids a little more. And I have friends who are in this industry that do the same thing I do. They may have uh, ad agencies on the West Coast. I got a good buddy, Jason Hennessy, just a real great father, salt of the earth guy, and I consider a mentor as well. And Jason runs his company remotely. And one thing I think about, like, with us, we have a marketing agency, VIP, and we have Craft Creative, which is the production agency. I'm like, how am I going to do this and not miss a beat? But truthfully, we've been doing it every day. And so I did a thing. And my thing was, I decided to make our entire company 100% virtual and digital. Because if there are a lot of people that we see out of town, I mean, we're not really pressing flesh anyway. So, and a lot of things are being conducted on Zoom. And I wanted to think about our employees, think about our team members, and think of, how could we provide more benefit to them beyond what you could purchase? And that is helping them to be able to have a quality of life. I want them to be in a position where they're not working to live, you know? I mean, living to work. I want them to live. Um, I have a 12-year-old in the house now, my 12-year-old, and she watched, pretty much the back of her dad growing up. And what I mean by the back is she's always watched the back of my head from me always working all the time. And the last thing I want for our employees is for them to, miss out on those special moments, and before they know it, their own children are growing up. So, I mean, there's a number of different reasons, but we decided to take our company um, 100% remote. And I got to tell you, it feels right. I feel like I made a great decision. Will we still be able to meet? Absolutely. Will we still be able to, um, get together, fellowship? Absolutely. Will we still be able to have Christmas parties? Absolutely. Um, and but the biggest thing was quality of life, also health. I mean, health and also wellness and everything that's happening with COVID right now, or COVID-19 right now, and being able to help these people be the best that they can be and letting them fall in love again with what they do. That's the important thing. So I did a thing, and let's hope I'm not wrong. Let's hope I'm not wrong, but I want to give a shout out to a couple people in particular. I got some friends that work at some really big giant companies um, that have kind of given some influence, and you know, also even had a former team member that lives on the West Coast now. Just give me some insight. Her name's Bridget, so thank her for that too. Gave me some great insight and great perspective, and also shout out to Chris. And I'd like to say this too: when you have and any entrepreneur out there, if you have an employee or a team member that's worked for you for a long time, and he's done his time, he's done his time, and we're thankful. Our company's thankful for the contributions he's made. He's a special dude. And when somebody says they want to bet on themselves, if you love them and you believe in them enough, then you help bet on them too. So, um, this is where you kind of tell your people, man, you did good. You did really good. Proud of them. But I'm excited for our new era. I think it's the perfect time, the perfect way. We'll still have our building and everything. We'll still fellowship, still go there. But, you know, as of now, we are 100% remote. So we're going to tackle the world. Let's go.